Hi there. I hope you've had some time to work through the problem because I have just some solutions to show you. Axis of symmetry at -3, vertex -3, 1. Paying attention to the interval of your y-axis is by intervals of 2. Then we have a right-intercept at 0, 8, reflective point at -6, 8. Our roots are x-intercepts at -4 and -2. And our range is y is greater than or equal to -1. We moved left 3 units and down 1 unit. Now, pause if you haven't already. Try the next one on your own and come back and hit play again. Here's the next one. Axis of symmetry at 4, vertex at 4, 2, y-intercept at 0, 18. The reflected point, therefore, is 8, 18. There are no roots, and y is always greater than or equal to 2. So we moved right 4 units and up 2. And to the next one. Axis of symmetry here at 3, your vertex at 3, 4, your y-intercept at 0, -5, paying attention to the intervals. Reflective point here at 6, -5. Your roots being 1, 0, 5, 0. And your range now, we haven't done this yet, but y is less than 4 because we are pointing downwards. This is concave down. So the translation from the parent function, it moves right 3 units, up 2 units, but we also have a different shape of our parent function. Our parent function typically faces concave up. So now we have something called a reflection or a flip. Why don't you go ahead and take a guess what the equation could look like. I'll put in what it is here in just a minute. Hopefully you know if you're moving right 3 units, x is going to be added 3. Don't be fooled there. Up 2 units, we're going to add 2, but the reflection has this interesting part where we make it negative. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at what's to come next. We're going to introduce the reflection. So we're going to start off by just sketching our parent function, y equals x squared. I'm hoping you all know the vertex there is through 0, 0, axis of symmetry at 0, concave up. And now we're going to do something interesting. We are going to see what happens when we multiply this by a number of 1, or -1 rather. So now our equation is going to be y equals -x squared. So let's complete the table. So we'll have a -1 times -2 squared, which will give us, that's what you would type into your calculator. You want to think about this as being -1 times x squared. Then -2 squared is a +4, so this is going to be a -4. So -1 times a -1 squared again, that's going to give us a -1. 0 will still be 0. This here, if we plug it in, it will be -1 and -4. So now we have, let's go ahead and sketch it in here. As we mentioned before, we have a parabola. This is our parent function that has just been reflected over our x-axis. Why don't you go ahead and pause for a moment and try to take a look at the next examples and see if you can fill them in.